A father-son duo has made it their mission to find someone who doesn't necessarily want to be found. In this case, it is Brian Laundrie, the man with a warrant out for his arrest in connection to the death of Gabby Petito. Callahan Walsh and his father, John Walsh, are best known for their show In Pursuit, and Callahan is joining us now, and he has been closely watching the Gabby Petito case and the search for Brian Laundrie unfold, as all of us have. Callahan, thank you for joining us.
Thank you for having me.
Let's start with the criticism that police are receiving for their police work to date and how they're handling this case and what you think they should be doing differently.
You know, some of the criticism is warranted, some of it isn't. I think we can look back at some of those early interactions that both Brian and Gabby had with law enforcement back in Wyoming. I think law enforcement on the ground did things okay, but I think the lack of information that they received, because there were 911 calls that stated Brian was seen abusing Gabby, and at the time those law enforcement officers didn't have that. I think there's been some other mistakes made across the way. Brian slipping out of his parents' house. Of course, it's easy to look back in hindsight with 20/20 vision, but oftentimes that's just what happens in a fluid investigation. We don't have a crystal ball. Law enforcement can't predict criminals' next moves. If they would, these fugitives would be behind bars right away. So, that's just the way a lot of these investigations go. I like this to be a learning moment, a teachable moment for law enforcement, make sure these mistakes don't happen in the future, but they often do, unfortunately.
And the search continues. Callahan, you live and breathe these types of cases all over the country. Gabby's case has caught the nation's attention, but it certainly is not unique. There are many missing people. What is it about this case, though, that has struck such a chord and has so much attention?
Well, I think there's a lot to this case that really made it ripe for the picking as far as why America is sinking their teeth into it. First off, Gabby and Brian were avid social media users and posting constantly. So there's a mountain of historical data to dig into. So every armchair detective and internet sleuth out there has a treasure trove to look through. Law enforcement, and credit to them, has been pretty forthcoming with some of the steps that they've been taking in part of the investigation, which allows media and, again, these armchair detectives to continue going over what the newest and latest thing is coming from law enforcement. Lastly, I think a lot of people in America see themselves, see a daughter, a relative in Gabby. And that's why their heart goes out for her. They see her as a young, innocent girl who deserves justice. Her family is looking for those answers, and we hope there's somebody out there that can provide that.
Finally, Callahan, I think about Gabby's family tonight as they grieve the loss of their daughter, and they also seek answers and some sort of closure. You and your family have experienced that type of pain and that type of loss. How important is it to ultimately get those answers and have some closure and, in the end, justice for Gabby, for these families?
It is so important. It's so important to get justice. We waited 27 years in my family to get justice for my brother Adam's murder from back in 1981 when he was abducted in South Florida. And we know what that's like, to go through that, to not get the justice and looking for those answers. Justice doesn't necessarily bring closure. Nothing will bring your loved one back. But it does end that chapter and allows you to begin a new one. And justice does provide answers and allows people to really understand what's happened to them and make sure that they can continue to live somewhat of a good life, knowing justice has been served. And that's why we need it so bad for the Petito family.
Callahan Walsh, thank you for the work you're doing, not only to shine a light on Gabby's case, but on so many others across the country. Appreciate your time.
Thank you very much. Thanks for having me.
The National Center for Missing and Exploited Children has helped law enforcement find more than 355,000 missing children over the years. 355,000. If you have a tip, make sure you call 1-800-THE-LOST or you visit cybertipline.org. You can play a role in bringing these people home.